Gerhard Bloom, looking at the tyranny and the delusions of the social justice movement. So yes, across Western cities, whether it's in Germany or Belgium, France or Britain, the United States, you have these Palestinian supporters chanting, from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free, which of course is a call for the genocide of the people of Israel, because between the Jordan River and the Mediterranean, that's Israel. Awful. And you have, in Los Angeles, the freeway shut down by these militants and supporters of horror. I cannot understand why, in the wake of these protests that are disrupting the lives of decent citizens of these countries and these cities, the riot squads aren't called in. No, the police stand back and everybody else's lives are, disrupted and harried unnecessarily. Call in the riot squads. I have to tread carefully here. So I will say the riot squads, they go in there with a sense of purpose, with a sense of urgency and a sense of mission. So I'm sure you get my drift. The riot squads, they go in and they clean house. And while they're doing their job, the legislatures in these various countries need to pass legislation to allow them to strip the citizenship of people who are disrupting the lives, the safety of the citizens of Western civilization. No, they gotta go. They should have, I am not exaggerating, they should have judges right on site. They march the person in front of the judge. The cops give evidence that they are supporting militancy, violence, and social discord, strip the citizenship on the back of a military truck, and then you have a train of trucks right off to the airport, sending them back to the shithole countries that the citizens of Western Europe, United States, and Canada rescued them from. In the latest little bit of insanity, an imam by the name of Ahmed Musa Jabril. Yeah, I gotta admit, it has a nice sounding ring to it. Beats Bob Smith, right? Ahmed Musa Jabril. Well, this guy is a poisonous fascist for Islam. This is him speaking on social media from the comfort and safety of Michigan, the United States. Rescued this guy. My understanding is he was born in the United States. I don't care. He should be jailed. It would be nice if this guy could be stripped of his citizenship, but there's an international law against statelessness. So the United States is stuck with him. But he is calling for terrorism. Terrorism in the United States. This is not free speech. It's counseling violence. This is him. It is time that the Muslims, especially the youth in the West, it is time for them to understand what should already be known, because they should know Islam and what it calls for. That the infidel West, particularly the U.S., are the enemies of Muslims. Right? He's living in the safety and security of the United States. He's born in the United States, and he thinks the infidel West are the enemies of Muslims. You know who the enemies of Muslims are? Other Muslims and everybody else, as it happens. The vast majority of the victims of Islamic terrorism is fellow Muslims. The vast majority of victims of Muslim terrorists, Muslims. That's a fact. And you can also add to that the militancy of Shia and Sunnis killing each other. So while they're attacking Christians and Jews and Hindus and Buddhists and Orthodox Christians, they're killing themselves, right? They can't kill each other fast enough. This is Islam. And this is this clown again, Jabril, right? An imam, so he's an expert in Islam. But, deluded leftists think, I don't understand Islam, and this imam doesn't understand Islam, nor do the Ayatollahs of Iran. But, deluded leftists, they understand it's a religion of peace. This is this guy going on again. If you can't raise your child telling him you want him to be a mujahid and a martyr, then you are the root of the problem. That's right. If you're a parent and you're not telling your kid to be a mujahid and a martyr, then you're the problem. A mujahid is a warrior for the fascism that is Islam, right? This death cult. And it is a death cult. They tell you so themselves countless times. These terrorists have said they love death more than we love life. And a martyr. Do you recall Christian martyrs? Christian martyrs were martyrs who went to their death, got thrown to lions and refusing to renounce their belief in Christianity. They weren't martyrs going out killing for the sake of Christ. No. But Muslim martyrs, they're the ones who strap suicide bombs on themselves and go into school buses in Israel or go over to Israel and slaughter, about 1,200 people, killing babies in their cribs, raping women, sexually mutilating them. Awful. And they consider those who die in these horrific atrocities martyrs. The West has got to wake up. Islam is a cancer. It's a murderous, fascistic death cult. And bracketing all that, bracketing all this terrorism and slaughter, you have women living their lives in cloth bags, little girls as young as 12 years old being consigned to a life of domestic and sexual slavery. You have the sawing off of limbs, the beheadings. It is a horror show, and the West needs to wake up and kick these, thankless civilizational barbarians out. Anyways, thank you so much for your time and attention. And if you think I'm wrong, if you think I'm mistaken, read my book. It is plain, and it is well-sourced and well-cited. Deconstructing Social Justice. It's available on Amazon. It's important, not because I wrote it. I wrote it because the issues could not be more important. Thank you so much for your time and attention. Bye-bye now.